At first, they thought the deer had been left there as bait by a hunter, but Jack immediately sensed something was wrong. An ordinary person could never have the strength to hang an entire deer from a tree, and those wounds didn't look like knife cuts at all. They looked as if some enormous creature had violently torn the deer apart with its bare claws. With night approaching, the group quickened their pace, but they hadn't gone very far when the sky suddenly turned dark and heavy rain began pouring down. Even worse, they had completely lost their way. Just as they were about to set up a tent for shelter, a small wooden cabin suddenly appeared ahead of them. It was like a miracle. Desperate to escape the storm, they rushed inside without thinking twice. But just as Jack was about to enter last, a terrifying low growl suddenly came from behind him. He quickly turned around and shone his flashlight into the darkness, but there was nothing there. What they didn't know was that something had already been watching them. Inside the cabin, they noticed several strange objects hanging on the walls. Assuming they had been left behind by a hunter, they paid little attention. But when they reached the second floor, what they saw made their blood run cold. A headless scarecrow stood in the middle of the room with both arms raised as if performing some kind of dark ritual, and the most disturbing part was that its feet looked frighteningly human. One strange thing after another terrified them, but they tried not to think about it and quickly went to sleep, planning to escape as soon as morning came. However, while they slept, something outside was quietly getting closer. When Jack finally opened his eyes, it was already morning, but the moment he stood up, he noticed something that made his entire body freeze, because the thing they thought was outside was now standing inside the cabin.